Welcome to City Talk, a weekly conversation produced by the City of Waco to inform you about city events and projects. Each week, we'll bring you interesting topics with city staff and community leaders to highlight how Waco is an exciting place to live and work.
Hi guys, welcome to City Talk. I'm Sierra Shipley, the Public Information Officer for the Waco Police Department, and I've got a few friends here with me. We have Officer Sophie Martinez. We also have Commander Jared Wallace here. We've got a big event to talk about. It's our first annual Back to School Bash, August 7th. That's coming up on Saturday. And how excited are we for this event?
We're very excited. Somewhat nervous because it's our first one, but we are real excited to put this on for our citizens.
Yeah, explain how this event kind of started and came to be. Why are we doing this for the community? Because there's a lot going on. We're going to have a ton of stuff, which we're going to get into, but we want to talk about why we're doing this event.
So when Chief Victorian came on board as our chief of police, she had a meeting with us, and she put it out there. She says, first and foremost, I want to have a back-to-school bash. So we were like, okay, where do you want to have it? She says, I want our citizens to come to our house. And those were her words. She wants our citizens to come to our house. She says, I want to have it in the parking lot. And everything for the community will be free. We're like, okay. So we started brainstorming and started putting things together. We met with her a few times. And then kind of halfway into it, Commander Wallace became our new commander. So then he started getting involved as well. And I think we're pretty close.
We're very close, and we're excited and a little bit nervous because we really don't know what to expect as far as the turnout from the community. We have over 500 backpacks to give away already. And honestly, we just hope that's enough because we don't know exactly what things are going to look like for this being our first event of this nature.
Absolutely. We'd be excited to have 500 kids come that we can give backpacks to. We'd be excited if we had more come as well.
Yes.
But we don't just have backpacks. We've been collecting school supplies from the community, from other officers and members at the police department.
Yes.
So let's talk about all the different things that are going to be given away on August 7th.
So again, Chief Victorian's vision is we want to set our kids off at the beginning of the school year, with everything that they need, the basic essentials, so they can get off on the right foot and have a successful school year. So we just started putting it out there. This is what we're needing. We first started with our departments, like, hey, we're needing school supplies. This is some of the stuff that we need. And then we put it out on Facebook, and people just started giving, and businesses started calling us. And recently we had a Stuff the Cruiser event. And again, we were kind of nervous because we've never done it before. So we were like, okay, so are we going to be here for 4 hours and we're going to have one bag? And within 45 minutes, we already had the floorboard of the behind the cruiser already filled. And by the time we actually stayed an hour extra because, citizens were coming, they're like, what do you need? And we would show them the list, like, we'll be back. And they would go in the store. So we wound up staying an hour extra, and we practically filled up the whole back of that cruiser.
That's wonderful. Now, we're going to there's a lot of volunteers for this event too,
Yes.
right? So
Yes.
let's talk about those volunteers that are giving their time, and even those officers that are going to be giving their time for this weekend.
Yes, we have over 90 volunteers, and that's including, our employees, which ranges from police officers, ranking personnel to civilian employees, to our actual volunteers that volunteer their time all the time, which is our police explorers and also our Citizens on Patrol. Our Citizens Police Academy Alumni Association, they're going to be cooking up the hot dogs, and they're pretty good cooks. So I think those hot dogs are going to be pretty good.
Hot dogs are delicious. I'm excited for the hot dogs. But now, like you said, Chief Cheryl Victorian, she wanted us to do something for the community, get out there, talk with our community. I'll say when I'm out in the community, my favorite part is just to talk to people.
Yes.
Explain how important it is to talk with our community, know who we're serving, know who we're protecting each and every day.
Well, first of all, I'd like to start by saying this is an opportunity for us to engage and connect with the kids in our community. Waco ISD PD, who will also be at the event on Saturday, they work the schools in the city of Waco, and we don't have a presence in our schools. So we're missing that connection with the kids, and this gives us a great opportunity to host the kids at our house, to allow them to see us as people, not just as uniforms, as police officers. Our goal is we want to show the heart behind the badge and our humanity. You know, we're all parents ourselves, and, you know, start of school is a big event for us as well. So we're looking forward to hosting the kids, connecting with them, and beginning to establish a relationship with our community, and most especially with our children here in Waco. We do intend on many other activities in the future that will build off of this bash. We are working in a partnership with Waco ISD to be able to visit with the schools and assist them with some of the teachings like anti-gang instruction and things of that nature. So this is the beginning of a bigger relationship that we intend to establish with our kids. We're really excited about it.
Yeah, that's wonderful. That relationship is really something that we're all trying to build with the kids in the community, adults in the community, even other community partners. And we're going to have a lot of community partners here at this Back to School Bash. Can you talk a little bit about who we're going to be seeing, who else is going to be there to kind of lend a hand and hang out?
Absolutely. From a first responders perspective, we'll also have the Waco Fire Department. They'll have a fire truck at the event. We will have AMR as well with an ambulance. And also Waco ISD PD will be there. We'll have vehicles for the kids to look at on top of the fire trucks and the ambulances. We'll also have SWAT vehicles. We'll have our canine officers there. We'll have our recruiting Camaro. So they'll get to see some other visions of policing and first responders in a positive environment where we can have fun with them and really connect individually. We will also have Waco Transit there with the bus. Waco Transit will be there to connect and engage with the community. And then internally with other support organizations within the city, we will have the Waco McLennan County Public Health District there. We will have the City of Waco Housing Department there as well. And I don't want to leave anybody out.
As far as the city goes?
As far as the city goes, our city partners.
I think you got it covered.
All right. Well,
and the dental is outside city.
That's right. That's right.
Yes.
So it is, and our city partners are also bringing in activities for the children and the family as well. So when we talk about Waco Housing, what we're looking at there, the Waco Housing Department has a grant that provides rental assistance for those in need, and they are actually helping us to promote this event by sharing this information with their partners and constituents that they work with. They will be there to help assist and connect with people who may have that need in our community. Our health department will be there to provide immunizations for our children. And there will also be information about COVID there at their tent as well.
That's wonderful. That's a lot of information. So there's going to be a lot of things to do, a lot of things to look at and get involved with in the community. This is all about fun and connecting with everyone in the area. So let's talk a little bit more about some of the fun activities that the kids and the families are going to get to do if they come.
So from what I understand, we're having this inflatable obstacle course. I've never seen one before, but apparently it's a lot of fun. So I don't know, I might just try it.
I can attest. They're a lot of fun.
So I may try it. I don't know. We'll see. Depends on how busy Commander Wallace has me. Because, like I said, our community outreach section, we're the ones spearheading the whole thing. And so we got a lot of logistics going on that we have to take care of. So hopefully I'll have some time to go have fun. I actually volunteered to get dunked. So maybe I'll have time for that as well.
So we'll have a dunk tank, too.
Yes. A dunk a cop. Chief Victorian volunteered to get dunked.
All right.
And so some of us signed up for that too as well. So that's going to be exciting to see our chief getting dunked, for her volunteering, and, whoever wants to do it can do it. So we're going to have face painting as well. So we're going to have a lady come in, and she's going to do face painting for the kiddos as well. Let me see. We're going to have Power 108 with Chrissy, and she's going to be broadcasting live to the event. So she's going to be walking around, talking to people, possibly interviewing a few folks and all. And we're probably going to get her maybe to help us with some of the raffle stuff that we're gonna give out as well, and we're probably gonna include you too, Sierra. So
I'm ready. Whatever you need, you know I'm here.
We gotta induct you into our Waco PD family.
That's right. That's right. You can put me in the dunk tank. I'll sign up for that too.
All right. Dunk the PIO. Okay. Yeah, sounds good. It's got a good ring to it.
Well, but let's also talk about. We said that this is all a free event. This is just a fun time for everyone in the community, yes. And when kids come, they're going to get a backpack. We talked about that, but we've been collecting school supplies from all over the community. And when we say that, they're going to get a backpack, notebook, pencils, a ruler. The list goes on. But there's something else that's going to be provided. Some free haircuts, I think.
Yes. We're going to have some local barbers come in, and they're going to set up shop in our building, and they're going to give free haircuts away. But we also will be giving out vouchers for parents to take their kids to other places to get their kids' haircut if they're not able to do it at that time, or they prefer to go somewhere else outside of there. But we will be doing that as well.
Absolutely. So let's talk a little bit about time, place, and, we said it's at the Waco PD Tower. Mm-hmm. That address is 3115 Pine Avenue.
Yes.
And it's from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And that's Saturday, August 7th.
Yes, ma'am.
So this has gone, a lot of prep work has gone into this. But Officer Martinez, what would you say is probably the best part about getting ready for this event?
When the kids come in. They get their free backpack, just the excitement in their faces, and then just being able to connect with officers on a positive note, giving high fives. They get their sticker badges, because we have patrol officers come to our office all the time. It's like, I need more sticker badges, because the kids are always asking me for some. Those little badges, I don't know if they mean more than the backpack, because they really love those free giveaways, and just connecting with them, talking to them, asking questions, that maybe at another time they'd be kind of hesitant to do. So it's just building that connection and all. And again, I just love it when I get to talk with the kids, and I work a lot with kids in my position and all. So that's a really fun part for me. That's the best.
Yeah, absolutely. What about you, Commander Wallace?
Well, first, I want to start by how blown away I am by how many people we have, how many groups in our city that have come in and helped us with this. The response has been absolutely amazing, from the NAACP, the Waco Police Association, TFNB Bank. We've had some amazing sponsorships. Kia University, University Kia has provided a huge sponsorship for the event. The list goes on and on. Even one of our local NBA professional basketball players has stepped in to help provide for our event, and it's just absolutely amazing the response we have, large and small. We have been blown away by people showing up at our Stuff the Cruiser event and donating hundreds of dollars worth of school supplies for our kids. Some of them providing full, complete kits, nice backpack, everything that they need for the children, just on a moment's notice. And it's just been wonderful. The response that we've had has been so encouraging.
They even provided us with drinks because they felt bad for us.
That's right.
Because it was so hot. They're like, we got you all some Powerades, or we got you all a Coke or some water, because it was a hot one.
It has. And some of the organizations have actually done some of the work for us. Not only have they donated backpacks, but they filled them themselves for us. So thank you, Voice. We appreciate that.
Yes. And so this morning, actually, we had a delivery of chips by a local church.
That's
I
right.
understand. I don't know the name of the church, but
it's Family of Faith Worship Center here in Waco.
And they brought us like a pallet full of chips. and
And a
punch.
pallet of drinks, fruit
Yes,
punch.
yes. So I got there and they had already delivered, and then we moved them down to a secure area for the big day and all. But it's like I said, they're just calling and like, what can we do? And we're like, well, this is what we need, like done, and get it done. And that just goes to show how supportive our community is of our department. So what's really great, there's not a lot of legwork to do as far as getting the citizens and police department to just come together, because it's already there. We just need to make it stronger.
That's
So
right.
it's really awesome.
And I teased this, so I want everybody to know our local product, NBA product, is University High School graduate Kendrick Williams from the Oklahoma Thunder. Now, Kendrick will not be able to be there, but he sends all of his love and support by providing additional food and drinks for the event, so that everybody in the hot Texas heat can stay hydrated and continue to have fun.
That's absolutely wonderful. I'm sure it's great to see just everyone in the community come together and bring their support. So let's talk about that. How wonderful is it that when an event like this, it starts out as just an idea from our chief and it turns into this big thing, all this community support. How great is it to know that we've got such a great community here in Waco?
It makes it comfortable to come to work. You know, you come to work and you know when you're out in the community, it's like, you know, for the most part, the citizens, you know, they say hello to you. Some ask you how your day's going, and it just makes you more comfortable to come to work, knowing that you have that support.
It's really helpful for us as individuals behind the uniform. You know, unlike the firemen, you know, they're the heroes on most of the calls for service that they respond to. We respond in situations where either somebody has had the worst thing in their life occur to them, or there's something bad happening, or we just happen to find them at a time when they're not, you know, following the laws or minor traffic violations or something like that. So usually the contacts that we have with the public, they're not positive. And anytime we can have an event like this, where we get to engage and connect with our community in a positive manner, where there is no stress, there is no danger, there is no trauma. It really is beneficial and uplifting to us, much more so probably than the public. I truly believe that we're getting much more out of this than the kids that we're giving backpacks to. It's such a vital part of us as individuals behind the uniform, that we connect with our community, and we get to see our folks here in the city when things are good, and things are happy, and there's smiles on their faces, because those opportunities are rare for us.
And providing that relief for some parents that maybe they were like, how am I going to get these school supplies? You know, things are tough, money's kind of tight, and then all of a sudden this badge comes up and it's like, hey, you don't have to worry about a backpack. You don't have to worry about school supplies, because we're gonna supply for all your kids, you know. And for that parent to have that relief, okay, I don't have to worry about that. That's good, you know. I can now have more time, you know, to build up some money for other necessities, but I don't have to worry about the beginning of the school year. So also for the parents, you know, giving them that relief if they are probably, like I said, in a time of their life was they're struggling to figure out how they're going to do it.
Yeah, school supplies is expensive after a backpack and the pens and the pencils and crayons and paper and
Even
notebooks.
if you buy the cheapest, it still adds up.
It definitely does. I think this might be a good time to maybe thank those people who have donated and talk about if donations can still be given. How can they do that?
We'll take them up until the day of. We are so appreciative of all our sponsors, all our citizens, everybody that has come through for us to help us make this event a successful one. I mean, to an extent, it's made it easy for us because, you know, we haven't been stressing like, where are we going to get this? Where are we going to get that? It's like people are calling and saying, okay, what do you need from us? Hey, I can provide this for you. I can provide that for you. So that part, I think, is the easiest part. I think the harder part was just the logistics, how we're going to set up, where are people coming to still do police business? So the police department's still going to be open for regular business, just the parking's going to be in a different area. Figuring those things out. Where is everybody else going to park that's coming to the bash? So we had to figure that out. Like I said, just all the safety precautions and getting all the paperwork you had to do.
Yes, all the paperwork
That's
for
where
event
he comes into
services
play. We
and
leave that
making
to
sure
him.
that we have a safe event action plan in the event of inclement weather or other things that may take place, and just making sure that we have all the infrastructure and support for the event, from porta potties to tents to banners and uniforms and T-shirts and just even stages and microphones. Those aren't things that we normally have laying around at the PD.
No.
So we've had so many different community businesses and organizations step up and help us with this. It's absolutely been fantastic. And I might add, everybody's doing this as a donation. Even, things such as tents and porta potties and banners and signs and T-shirts and everything. They're all donations from the community and from individuals in our community and from individuals in our police department. So we're really blessed in that regard, because without that, there's absolutely no way we could put on an event like this.
Absolutely.
Even most of our employees that are volunteering, they're volunteering. They're not getting paid for it. We're getting paid because we were assigned to do it. So it's part of what we do is our job and all. But as far as those that volunteer, they are there on their own time doing this. They signed up for it. They get a free T-shirt and all. All police officers will be wearing blue T-shirts. So if you need an officer, find somebody in a blue T-shirt. And then all our other civilian volunteers will be wearing gray T-shirts.
Wonderful. Now, Officer Martinez, you did bring up a great point earlier, and that's parking.
Yes.
So if people want to come to this event, where are they going to park?
Okay, so for the event, the main parking lot is going to be there at MacArthur and Pine, where the Advocacy Center is. That's a big parking lot. As far as people that have to do business at the police department, we have a parking lot off of 32nd Street that's going to be accessible through Herring, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, so we'll have enough parking to accommodate people that come and stop by.
Yes.
And go ahead.
Well, I just want to add that for this, since this is a children's event, we want to make sure that our streets are safe. We have sidewalks aplenty around the police department, and we really encourage everybody to recognize the no parking signs around the police department, so that we respect our neighbors and we maintain a safe environment for our families and children to cross the street at the intersections to come to our event.
And I believe the parking lot at the Old Hillcrest building is also available.
That's right. The large parking lot in front of the Old Hillcrest Hospital is available. It obviously you'll get to see the demolition of the old hospital there. So it's a unique site right now as you come to the police department from that area. But there is plenty of parking there as well.
Perfect. All right. Well, we got a few minutes left. Anything else you guys want to say? Just a few words that you want to get off your chest before we close it out?
Well, one thing that we would be remiss not to communicate is we are currently seeing a trend in COVID cases in Waco and McLennan County, an increase. And the CDC just made recommendations for new guidelines. And I want to make sure that everyone understands what our expectations are in the event of this increase with COVID. So we are recommending that children under the age of 12 wear masks at the event. It's a recommendation based on the fact that right now children under 12 are not able to get a vaccination. Our event is taking place outside. However, we will have some barbers on the inside, so if our children want to have their haircut, be aware that will take place on the inside. Also, for everyone that's coming, if you've been vaccinated, great. It's an outdoor event. If you have not been vaccinated, follow any recommendations that you see by the local health officials and federal health officials, their recommendations. It is an outdoor event, so based on the recommended guidelines that the CDC just posted yesterday, nobody is required to wear masks. However, we do encourage it because of the outbreak that we currently have.
In the health district, they'll be providing.
That's right. The health department will be here. They will be providing vaccinations for COVID. They'll also have other information about immunization here for all of our children. So we're really excited about the number of sponsors that we have coming in, and we're thankful that given this increase, we're still able to hold our event and provide for our children here in the community.
Well, that is wonderful. We are so excited for this event. Officer Martinez, Commander Wallace, thank you guys so very much. We're going to wrap it up here. But again, that first annual Back to School Bash is Saturday, August 7th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Waco Police Department. So you guys come on out and hang out with us. And thank you so much for joining us on this City Talk.
We hope you enjoyed City Talk, a production of the City of Waco. Catch this program on local radio stations on Sunday mornings at 6:30 a.m. Find the podcast on your favorite podcast streaming service by searching City of Waco or view it online at wccc.tv.